This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakabidash, in whom we are in great depth. Our honors to the apostles of great millstone, who rule well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of terror, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David, who are the hopeful elect GMS. This is your brother Quasiar with another quick one. And I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure, but there is something called prophecy, and there also the Lord teaches us that we should not trust thy enemy, although he go humbling himself, right? He can humble himself all day as long as he gets what he wants. Now, Trump made a deal. Give me a second. All right, so why Trump may be undermining his own Saudi nuclear deal? They know that if they go in with nuclear weapons, and I mean they, I mean the United States, everybody's going to look at them very sour. But if he gives the weapons to somebody else and they go in, they're not going to look at them the same way. And that's why I think Trump made that secret deal with the Saudis, and that, which I didn't know. I mean, that's why I say I don't know where the deal is coming from, that they're going to be able to implement the MOTV. And this might just be the deal. Why I say that? Because they're just going at it right now. The Saudis and Iran are going at it after Trump made this deal with them. So don't be surprised if while this shit is going on, Israel delivers, a one of those what do you call them, ICBMs to these devils, all right, so they can shoot it at Iran. I'm talking about the Saudis, right? Because they say, oh, they should be able to, build their own, you know, whatever, right? For lack of better words.
The commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guard, Ahmad Reed, stated on state television this Monday that Iranians intend to teach the United States a lesson that will annihilate any aggressor and pave the way for the global domination of the oppressed. Amid this, Yemen's Houthi rebels, backed by Iran, announced a maritime embargo against Saudi Arabia after both sides exchanged fire last week for the first time in years. The situation occurred after Iran's Revolutionary Guard stated that the Strait of Hormuz will not be safe for the transit of petrochemical products, not even for a single drop of oil and gas, as long as United States aggression in the region continues. In its latest update, the group also warned United States armed forces to prepare for a punitive operation.
And these video clips come from Saints of Jersey. This is what I was thinking of all along when I heard Trump made a deal with the Saudis. I didn't think it was going to happen so soon. And yeah, I strongly believe that this is going to be the gateway, in other words, for the MOTV to start running worldwide.
The United States has received a new warning of a new world war or World War III that is coming as tensions explode with the United States and other nations. Now I'm going to be sharing with you the latest warning coming out from a new nation, as they are saying what is unfolding with the U.S. right now is going to be leading us to World War III. So we have heard this with Russia. We've heard warnings of China. I'm going to be sharing with you the latest on this, and this comes as we're seeing articles coming out from Bloomberg today saying that the U.S. may have to fight a third axis. There's no more doubt that China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran, they see themselves as one anti-American front. Let us hope that no one miscalculates moving forward. This coming out from Bloomberg today, as we're hearing that there is warnings of World War III that are coming the way of the United States from these various nations. And I'm going to share with you this article coming out today. This one saying North Korea sends chilling new World War III warning to the U.S. as Ukrainian tensions explode. So North Korea, who we've recently heard pledge their alliance to Russia, now we're hearing has been emboldened and is telling the United States, you're about to enter into World War III. Now, this comes as also, I shared with you over the weekend that the United States has received a new warning of a new World War or World War III that is coming as tensions explode with the United States. The United States has received.
And that's not new to us. All right. Here, at Great Millstone, the apostles, starting with Apostle Tahar, have been teaching this for a very long time. You know that this is what's coming. If you haven't been listening and you started listening now, you should go back to sleep. My the thing, should I say, I can't even get the word out. My thoughts on this is that Trump is using Saudi to push where he can, right? Although he humbles himself, you can't trust thy enemy. You know, because I somehow I know that they made the deal already, and like, and when I say they made the deal already is where they're gonna get this ICBM so they can fire it at Iran. Now, how that's gonna work out, I have no idea. Okay, because this all roads leads to the MOTB, Jacob's Trouble, World War III. Period.
我命令全军各级要强化练兵备战鲜明导向，坚定不移把军事训练摆在战略位置，作为中心工作，抓住不放，抓出成效。要坚持领导带头，以上率下，坚持实战实训，连战连训。坚持按纲施训。
Well, anyway, doesn't matter. Just a few videos ago, I did mention the Lord put in my it was a dream, and I was half awake. I don't know. I could still hear the banging because there's so much banging in this damn building right now. But I was still like half asleep, and the Lord put it in my dream, in my thoughts, that I should get everything I need by the end of this month, because everything will get incredibly expensive, or should I say it was more like hard to obtain. Okay? And now this happens. What do you think this is going to lead to? Higher prices. And the end of the month is next week.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, man. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. And that spiritual temple is being built now as lively stones. The Most High said that the God, he should be with the tabernacle. The tabernacle of the Most High should be with men. That is the Bayaf Dawadat, the house of David, being built as we speak. Together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
And that's pretty much the point for now. If you want, I'll just leave the link for the brother in the description box if you would like to look into the video further and get further edified. Shalom.